It was a perfect day. One of those warm October days that make you believe winter will never come. I sipped my allowance of coffee from my favorite snail mug. The current coffee shortages, due to a failed crop in Montreal's protected greenhouses, made limiting my caffeine intake easy. I enjoyed it on the patio, overlooking the barn and the vegetable garden. I'd been fussing over the garden all summer. Now it was yellow and brown and in no need of my attention. There was something satisfying in that. Gleeful squeals floated up from the car park. The goblets, Tums and Tad, were teaching my new ward Raven how to play soccer. From the barn, where my many rescued critters were now comfortably housed, came the faint wail of a banshee. Gita was doing her morning chores. Far from being unsettling, the wail was as comforting as a lullaby. Beside my table, our two feline roommates were napping on the warm paving stones, not exactly cuddled together, but not disdaining each other either. Willow was finally accepting the new cat in our lives, and Grim seemed to enjoy imitating a simple house cat for Willow's sake. I sipped my coffee. Such a perfect day. My belly was full with a warm breakfast. My womb was full, too. The baby was still no bigger than a kidney bean, but the magic of a new life tingled along my veins. Mason stepped onto the patio and caught me patting my stomach. "How's Little Bean this morning?" He swept my hair aside to kiss my neck. "Busy growing arms and legs?" "Sounds exhausting." He sat at the table and poured himself coffee from the carafe. Every Sunday, Dutch baked for the week, so we had fresh muffins and scones this morning. Mason would choose a cheese scone and slather it with strawberry jam like he did every Sunday. "How's the morning sickness?" he asked. "Better. I think I might actually keep my breakfast down." "Good." He reached for a scone, and I passed him the jam with a smile. He paused as he sliced the scone and grinned with one eyebrow quirked upward. "What's so funny?" "Not funny. Just happy. I like this." I waved to the patio, the table, the house. "I like having breakfast with you and knowing that you'll bypass the muffins and go right for the scones." He frowned over a mouthful of scone. "I don't want to be predictable. Maybe I should change my diet." He pulled me onto his lap and roared as he pretended to bite my neck. It was so fast I didn't have time to squeal. 1 minute I was sitting in my chair, the next I was wrapped in essence of Mason. His hands found my butt and gave it a good squeeze as he nipped and kissed his way down my throat. I was laughing too hard to protest. I squirmed on his lap, and suddenly his kisses slowed and became more serious. I turned my head, meeting his lips with mine, and I opened to him. Kissing Mason was like nothing I'd ever experienced. Every time. It didn't matter that we were now comfortable enough to share a bathroom, or that I knew exactly what he wanted for breakfast. The feel of his lips on mine was like coming home and being shot to the moon at the same time. His tongue teased mine. Hands let go of my hips to tangle in the loose hair around my shoulders. He cupped the back of my head, drawing me closer. My fingers fumbled with his freshly buttoned shirt. A wheezing noise stopped us. It escalated to masterful gagging, then a retching cough. Mason and I side-eyed the night sun jaguar masquerading as a Maine Coon who was trying to bring up a hairball not 10 paces away. The retching crescendoed to a truly glorious hacking upchuck. Grim's ribs shuddered, and he produced a trichobezoar the size of a golf ball. His green eyes gazed at us accusingly over his prize, then he flicked his tail and sauntered off. Mason leaned his forehead against my chest. His shoulders shook with silent laughs. "I think that's the cat equivalent of get a room."